Welcome to my second episode in the series Invitation to Queendom Book Club. For those of you who have not seen the first segment, go ahead and look at that one, right? Who are you? And I'm dealing with identity. And these concepts are based on the book, my latest book, Invitation to Queendom, 7 Keys to Unlock Your God-Given Superpower. And if you haven't already, go ahead and order the book. The link will be in the description of this particular segment. And at the end, you can get it on Amazon or wherever books are sold online, right? And so in today's segment, we talked about who are you in the first segment. And so in this part of the series, we're going to talk about who are you becoming? This is just one of the concepts of going to your next level that I want to deal with on today. So when I talk about who are you becoming, it's not so much about the things that you have been through, because we all have been through various things. We all could sit down and just have a kumbaya moment and just run down a list of all the negative life experiences that we have been through, right? But I want to know who you are becoming. So when we push forward to go into who we are becoming, what we're saying is, what are we beginning to be? Who are we beginning to be? Who are we growing into, right? And who are we turning into? So I want to deal with that because who we are becoming is in our control. Now, where we have been, we can't go back and change. Where we have been, we can't go back and try to relive, right? We don't get a do-over, but from this day forth, we get a clean slate, if that makes sense. And so who we are becoming, who you are becoming is in your control. And so in this particular segment, what I want to do is to have you to take your control back from your past. That is what I want you to do. And in the midst of that, I'm just declaring that you are in the process of change for the better, that you are in your process of change for the better. If you didn't know it an hour ago or yesterday, you know it today as you are coming in on this segment. And so in taking your control back, let's deal with it. And I just want to speak some things and kind of uproot some things from that past, right? That's hindering from moving forward into a brighter and more powerful future. The first thing I want you to know is that your past does not define your present nor your future, right? The negative life experiences that were out of your control, whatever decisions that you made were in your control, that those things don't define you, right? That is not your definition. It doesn't have to be your present. And you definitely don't have to live under any stigmas concerning your future. And so when we talk about that, out of your control, that rape, you're not defined by the rape. You're not defined by the molestation, right? You're not defined by being abandoned, by the abandonment, whether it was a mother or a father, or the rejection that they didn't want to be there, or wasn't there for you, right? Just not being a good parent, that whatever you went through, that does not define you. Also want to touch this. Your past failures and your past mistakes don't define you. Yes, some decisions can have long-lasting effects to them, but you don't have to be defined by them, and you don't have to accept the negative outcome from them, if that makes sense. And when I talk about that, maybe you married the wrong person. Maybe you got married young, or maybe you married somebody that you know you should not have. Well, that failed marriage or that divorce, it is not defining you. It does not define you. It doesn't have to, right? Whether you're in an abusive relationship or have been in an abusive relationship, that does not have to be your definition. That does not have to be what defines who you are becoming, right? The children you may have had out of wedlock, or maybe you had a car repoed or bankruptcy, had to file bankruptcy, or lost your job, or maybe you have financial debts that you're trying so hard to swim your way out of and get your way out of. Whatever that may have been, that does not have to define who you are becoming. Who you are becoming is what? The clean slate that you can grab a hold to, and you can change from all those situations and circumstances that are trying to mold your life, right? And so this is this is just some of the things. Even if there are people that you have wronged or done anything of that nature, rectify what you can. Rectify what you can. Forgive who you may need to forgive, right? Forgive yourself. Be forgiven by who you need to be forgiven by. Some of this may take you going and asking for forgiveness, right? It is a simple thing, but it seems to be very hard for most of us. But if you need forgiveness from somebody, go ahead, break the mold, settle the matter, break past the glass ceiling so you can move forward, so you won't be hindered, right? And you start out by admitting that you're wrong. Admit it to God. First and foremost, admit it to God, and then admit it to yourself, right? And once you can rectify it and admit it to yourself, admit it to God, then you can settle the matter with whoever you need to settle it with, because the foundation has been laid to settle the matter. That's between you and God, yourself coming at peace and amends with yourself, and then settling the matter. I just believe you'll be empowered to settle that matter with whoever else is in that lineup that needs to be settled with, right? Another thing I want you to know about becoming is, I don't want you to get to the place where you allow anything to stop you from becoming the best version of yourself. That is in your power to do. That is in your control, right? So in this segment, I want you to take your control back from every negative thing that you think that has stigmatized you, or that has stopped you, or have given you a mindset that you're not becoming better, or you can't become better, or you can't reach for better or reach for more because this is going on, or this has happened, or that has happened, right? I want you to get out of that, having the negative feelings about yourself and about your future and your present, right? The negative emotions that it may take you through, the shallow mindsets that it may keep you in bondage to, right? Because your mind needs to get free so you can think bigger, so you can think better, so you can think prosperous thoughts, so you can think positive outcomes, right? And so if these personal hangups and attitudes and personality flaws and character flaws and different things are keeping you bogged down, and even the negative opinions of others concerning you can keep you in this place of just being in bondage, to where you can't really reach forward, to where you can't really be present and enjoy your present, or look forward to the better future, right? And so what I want you to do, and this is one of the keys out of the book, Invitation to Queendom, is to be brave enough to change, because it's going to take bravery, right? And sometimes we're brave in other areas, but we need to harness that brave side into the areas where we need it the most, right? And so be brave enough to change. It takes bravery, right, to get out of those mindsets, because you may be used to living that way, or used to the negativity, and you may come out of a bloodline full of negativity, and you may have negativity going on all around you. And so it takes bravery to come out of the crab bowl when it comes to that. And also want to leave you with this quote. The brave woman, and this is one of my quotes, the brave woman not only admits her faults, but works diligently to change for the better. Put some diligence to your bravery to change for the better. And so this is what I wanted to leave you with in this particular installment, to know that you are not defined by your past. You're not defined by what happened an hour ago, 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, but you are becoming. Who are you becoming? Right? Take a deep look into that. Look at your past and decide, I'm not becoming that person, that negative person, that miserable person, that stigmatized person, or that person that everybody views me as or have known me as, that may be negative, right? But who am I becoming? And I leave you with this: to be brave and become. Thank you for joining me. This was the second installment to the series, Invitation to Queendom Book Club. Listen, get the book. And also visit my website, natashaoquendo.com. I have some goodies there for you. The free goodie I have for you will be in the link. Till next installment, be blessed. Love you.